let's get ready to dance.
Been working so hard. Get on, Luther.
Before we find out who lived and who died in the last episode of House of the Dragon, be sure to like this video and subscribe so you never miss a tabletop and fantasy update. The Targaryen Civil War is finally upon us. In the latest episode of House of the Dragon, Viserys Targaryen finally bit the dust.
Oh, thank God. I'm so sorry.
Keep in mind, he's been dying for basically the entire show so far, and he's outlived all expectations. But in some way, him living a lot longer than expected has left his family in a very precarious situation. Over the past 8 episodes, Viserys has dealt too softly with both his daughter and his wife, allowing them both to effectively create 2 factions vying for the throne. Keep in mind that Viserys wanted Rhaenyra to be his heir, but that was before he had a son, Aegon, who is, by all intents, probably the most despicable person on the show. And let's be clear, there are a lot of despicable people on this show.
You're a monster!
Any chance of Alicent respecting her husband's original wishes were wiped out when Viserys gave a rambling plea about the prince who was promised, to who he thought was Rhaenyra. Unfortunately, Viserys was actually speaking to Alicent, who took this rambling speech about the prince who was promised and uniting the 7 kingdoms as confirmation that Viserys had just named Aegon as his next heir. The new episode also had one major deviation from Fire and Blood. In the books, several lesser Valyrians demanded that they be named heir to Driftmark after protesting Rhaenyra's children's true parentage. In fact, Viserys suffers a nasty wound from the Iron Throne itself after ordering those Valyrians' tongues removed. And that wound nearly kills him. It's only after 2 of his fingers get removed that the infection and fever cease. In the show, those cousins are replaced by Vaemond Velaryon, and he's summarily executed by Daemon in one of the more gnarly scenes we've seen so far. Keep in mind, in the histories of Westeros, Rhaenyra ordered Vaemond's execution for a similar crime, that is, speaking about who Rhaenyra's kid's true father is. And he ends up decapitated and fed to a dragon, instead of having his head chopped off in half. The show's version of Vaemond's death makes Daemon seem much cooler, though. Well, you know, for as cool as a niece-marrying psychopath can be.
Fair.
As seen by the last Targaryen dinner, it's inevitable that a lot of blood will be spilled. The 2 sides simply don't like each other. Aemond and Aegon are horrible, cruel people who know how to antagonize their cousins, while Rhaenyra and Daemon's assorted children seem all too eager to want to defend their honor and overcome their less than clear parentage. And like half of these kids have hair trigger tempers, so they're all just too willing to spill blood for almost any reason. And with Viserys now dead, it's just a matter of who kills who first. Are you excited for the Dance of the Dragons? Let us know in the comments section, and be sure to like and subscribe the character sheet.